Ever since Andy Byron, the CEO of a top American company, got caught red-handed having an affair at a Coldplay concert, the internet has been awash with people responding to it with memes and AI-generated images. But as I've reflected on it as a Christian, I've realised there are three things we can learn from this instance about what the Bible calls sin. The first is that sin is sad. You see, lots of the responses have been quite funny. People are having a laugh in response to it. But the tragic thing is that there are some people who are not laughing. Think of his wife. Think of his kids. Think of how sin destroys trust, how it destroys relationships. And all of us can probably identify with being hurt by other people's sin and selfishness at some point in our lives. Secondly, this teaches us that sin is stupid. Here was a guy who had seemingly everything, a great job, from what we can see, a great wife and family, and yet he throws it all away to have this affair. How tragic and how stupid to do that. And yet so often in life we can make stupid decisions that have consequences for us and for others. Thirdly, it teaches us that our sin is seen. Of course, in this situation, literally seen on a screen in front of a packed stadium and then on social media around the world. But how would we feel if all of our actions were seen on a screen or on social media, all by a holy God? You see, the reality is that it's easy to feel self-righteous when a rich CEO gets caught out in a concert. But actually, all of us have done things that we would probably be ashamed of if other people could see them. And the reality is that God has seen everything. And yet the wonderful news is that whilst that thought should terrify us, the Bible talks about a God who in compassion and love wants to offer us the possibility of repentance and forgiveness and a fresh start. And that is offered to absolutely all of us, because in different ways, all of us have failed and messed up. All of our sin is seen, and all of us need the forgiveness that only Jesus can offer.